And great day, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday Thought. I am Dr. Marion, Sister Afua of Exponential Existence, and this is the Thursday Thought. Tonight, I need you to tag five friends tonight, and bring them into the Thursday Thought. Listen, we are revving back up. We are not going to slow down. Yes, it has been, over 6 months since they first talked about coronavirus. Do you know that's been over 6 months? Does it feel like 6 months? Who knew we would last this long and not be able? So welcome. Go ahead, like and share, and add five more people that you think can learn from this opportunity tonight. Tonight, here on the Thursday Thought, we are going to be talking about the power of daily habits and rituals in bringing about your results. Many of us are talking about this on a regular basis. Like, what do we do now? What's the next big thing that worked? How do I rinse and repeat it? I'm going to give you some inside things for your personal mastery that are going to excel your results. Listen, I'm not just talking about simple things, I'm talking about some little tiny tweaks that you can make to your daily practices and habits that you take that can improve your results on a personal level as well as a professional level. So go ahead and tag, like, and share five more friends and bring them into the group with us on tonight. And as you are coming in, I'm going to ask you to do what we always ask you to do. Let me know what city and state you are calling from or listening in from. Those of you that are on the phone lines here at the station, and those of you that are also watching on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are. Hello. Great day it is. We are rising up to the top, and we're going to make this thing happen on today. So right now, I just want you to tell me what city and state you are listening in at. Give me your city and state. Like and share this page. Invite five more friends. I am Dr. Marion, Sister of Full. I'm a holistic prosperity lifestyle alchemist of inner engineering. I said inner engineering because the engineering that's inside of you is perfect and exact and fine exactly the way it is. It just needs somebody to come in here to show you how to use all those parts and oil up a few of those gears that have gotten a little rusty and a little stuck and have a little dust on them. That's what I do. And I support you in being able to rethink, repurpose your ideas, your beliefs, your thoughts, and your behaviors in such a way that you have financial assurances, that you have reciprocating and rewarding relationships, and that you have an increased awareness and activation of your spiritual awareness. Absolutely, positively, so it is. And we take all of that and we throw it into what we call holistic prosperity, meaning you have a harmonic exchange from all of your key life structures, and you are able to be at your highest and greatest level of existence, your exponential existence, a life that is always expanding, never constricting, and everything is available to you that you allow. That's the key. All right, y'all. What city and state we got coming on over here? Those of you that are watching, where you go, hey, it's up to you. Yes. It is all good. Thanks for stopping by. Those of you that are watching, I want you to also remember that one of the things we're going to be doing tonight and every night, and one of your daily habits I'm going to be talking about in a greater detail, is I'm going to be talking to you about the ideal of staying focused, right? So what do we have to do when we want something to occur? We have to remember that where our focus goes is where our energy goes. How many of you have heard that before? If you have, put the word hashtag energy. Hashtag energy. If you've ever heard that comment that says, where your focus goes is where your energy goes. And I want to remind you that tonight we are going to focus, not just for this Thursday thought that we're together, but we're also going to focus whenever we want something to come about. The mind is a powerful tool. Ooh, it's a powerful tool, right? The mind is a powerful tool. And if you understand the power of the mind that controls your body, you'll be able to start focusing more on the things you desire, the things you want, the things that are important to do, the things that you value. The more you focus on them, the more your energy goes there, the more you begin to get into a harmonic state of thought, not only thought, but belief. And not only thought and belief, but belief and practice. And not only thought, belief, and practice, but the actual existence and manifestation of that very thing that you're doing. Now, you might be saying, Marion, is this going to happen overnight? The answer is no. It may take a little while. It may take 3 days. It may take 3 months. But the bottom line is the more you focus and concentrate and discipline yourself in order to bring that about, all you got to do is do it. So right now, if you're listening on the comments, go ahead and type the word hashtag focus. Hashtag focus. That's all I need you to do tonight. This is not a TV show. This is an interactive conversation for those that are inspired action takers. Absolutely, positively. I'm here to empower you for a change. Those inspired action takers. I'm here to empower you for a change. Those successful minded people that are in action every moment of the day, putting their focus on the things they desire, remembering their goals and their plans, and they're implementing, even if it's just an incremental step. Every day they wake up committed to take massive action to get closer and closer to the results and the goals that they desire. Oh, I'm excited today. Welcome, 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 everybody. Good to see all the beautiful faces. And I can't really see your faces, but you know I mean your logos. So welcome, welcome, welcome. The last thing I want to remind you is that no matter what happens, no matter how far you get, just like I said, incremental steps, just like a seedling, a seed when it's planted in the ground becomes a seedling, and then it begins to grow, and then it begins to blossom, it begins to bloom, and then it begins to totally become fully purposed in what it's designed to be. How many of you are ready for that? Hashtag bloom. I am the best thing going. Hashtag bloom. That's what I want you to know. I want you, as you're writing the word bloom, BLOOM, I want you to put down hashtag I'm best thing growing. Absolutely, positively, so it is. See, this is the way we have to be. Y'all know how it is. Those of you that ever had a church experience, at least, a church experience, most of the time people get up and they sing and they clap and they get you to say amen. They get you to say, hey, you got to be about that about your life too. You got to understand that your life requires you to tune into it and get very fine tuned on what it is you want to do. We talked about that on Monday's motivation, that it's important for us to fine tune the thoughts and the behaviors and the frequency we want to listen to. If you don't want to hear things, then don't put it in your environment because it will affect the way you grow. The objective is to grow and expand in every moment that you exist. Grow and expand in every moment. Just hashtag bloom. Absolutely, positively. Welcome to all of you that are joining me here. Honored to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Now listen, daily habits are what we're going to be talking about tonight here on the Thursday Thought. Daily habits. Now, some of you might say, well, Marian, I don't want to be all rigid and I don't want to focus totally on all those things. But let me tell you something. It's not about you focusing 100% on the same thing all the time and having rigidity in your life. What is about you focusing on what matters. It's about you focusing on what matters because we still are the best thing growing. We still are the best thing growing. But we have to have a system. Just like that plant, you want to get some dirt for it. You want to have water for it. If it needs sunlight, you want to put it in sunlight. That's how it is for your vision, for your life, for your purpose, for your goals. A question I get a lot of times when I'm coaching people is people are saying to me, well, Marian, help me out because I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. And I don't know what my purpose is. And my comment to them is always the same. Your purpose is birth when you get into action. Your purpose is birth when you get into action. You get into action moving forward toward a goal that you have for yourself. If your goal is to have a home, your part of your purpose is going to be bought into the vision of what you believe your home should be, where you see it at, what it looks like, who's going to be there enjoying it with you, what decorations will you have on the wall. When you begin to describe that, you're describing it based upon your purpose. Your purpose is the thing that drives you when nothing else will. Your purpose is the thing that wakes you up every day and sends you on a mission to affect life and change right around you. That's your purpose. Your purpose is to live out the agreement that you made prior to even being placed into your mother's womb. That's just my personal belief. And when your purpose is on fire, you will find that you'll begin to align things up as you're going down your path every day. You'll notice you'll see signs that remind you of the very thing that you're passionate about, the thing that you enjoy doing, that you love so much. You'll see symbols and signs on a regular basis once you step into that. And if you find yourself saying, well, Marian, I don't know what you're talking about, girl. I got a lot of conditions and circumstances that are blocking me from understanding this purpose, that are preventing me from growing. The container that I'm in right now, I need to find a new one. That's what this conversation is today. It's going to be developed by having daily habits and rituals, things that can support you in growing, things that insulate your conditions and your environments in such a way that you can grow freely, uninhibited. We're going to start with our mind first because the mind is the vivid place where everything takes place first. It has to occur in your mind with a thought. Anything that we have right now today, how many of you agree? And if you do, type a one, if you agree that everything that exists began with a thought. Everything that is present in our lives right now began with one thought. Someone had to have a thought to create the computer. Someone had to think and use their imagination in order to bring about change. Someone had to understand, someone had to have a thought that said, create a light. Someone had to have a thought. Marconi had to create the idea of the radio, that he believed that sounds could be carried across the air. He had to think that thought and create the radio or the sound wave in such a capture that sound wave on the radio. So a thought begins everything. Welcome, Nana. Welcome, Valerie, Marlena. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate your presence and your participation. I do not take it lightly. Absolutely, positively. So when you're thinking that the first thing we begin with is our thoughts, that's why it's so important to master our mindset, to become a master of your mind, because your mind controls your body. And your body is going to act or not act. It's going to react or it's going to respond. It's going to allow you to elevate yourself up back into the higher level of greatness that you exist as, or it's going to allow you to stay right where you are. And we want to negate the latter part and we want to start focusing on the higher rising up and the ever evolving into our perfection. I know I said that last week. Some of y'all sent me an email and said, what you mean by perfection? We can't be perfect. None are perfect. Yes, you are. You come from perfection, and yet you are constantly evolving moment by moment, level by level, day by day, moment by moment into your perfection. That's what mastery is. Finding out those thoughts, those behaviors, those conversations, those beliefs that are stopping you from evolving into your perfection. Some of us say things like, I don't do that anymore. Well, you've evolved into a level of perfection. Yes? And if you are evolving into a level of perfection, if you are evolving and accepting that as you go, that's the operative word, accepting that, then you need to have some daily habits and practice that support that belief and acceptance that you are evolving into perfection. Now, daily habits, I'm going to go real briefly into this, and it's going to come really fast, and we're going to be done in a few moments. Daily habits are a system. And I'm not going to tell you that I made this up because I didn't, because you could check out any one of the successful principal coaches or mindset coaches, and they will talk about all these same things. But I read a book once, and it was called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddell. You can look it up, and if you need a copy, I'll send you an e-copy. How about this? If you want an e-copy, it's a powerful book. If you want an e-copy of that book, all you have to do is contact me and go to my website, exponentialexistence.com, and I'll send you a copy. Or just put a number two in the chat, and I'll get you a copy of that book for free. No charge, no obligation, strictly Fino, fully invited, not obligated. So these daily habits came out of Wallace Waddell. And one of the first things that struck me as I was reading the book, he said that rich people do things in a certain way. He said, rich people do things in a certain way. And I went, what? And he said, successful people do things in a certain way. Happy people do things in a certain way. And he went through these different things and it hit me a certain way. Well, what is that certain way? That means there is a conscious effort, a conscious design in the way they do things. There's a knowing that goes with that design and awareness of how to do things in a certain way. The certain way requires you to be committed to it and implement with fluidity so that you can get the benefits. How many of you have ever started something and then you wasted your time? I know this conversation is going to go, what? In a certain way. What are you doing? If you want to ride a bike, you got to ride a certain way. You got to be erect. You got to pull in your gut. You got to stay on them handlebars. You got to keep going. Yes. If you want to get something done, if you want a glass of water, you better have a container. You can use your hands, but you got to have something. So a certain way to hold something, a certain way to walk, a certain way to eat, to drink, to move. So the same thing applies to your vision. The same thing applies to your goal. There's a certain way by which we must begin to behave, think, and allow if we're going to have what we desire. So pausing right there, a certain way. The habits that we do on a regular basis, whether they're conscious or subconscious, are going to determine how close we get to fulfilling our vision, our dreams, our purpose. See? Yeah. So if you find yourself saying something as simple as releasing extra poundage or girth that we're all picking up, and you never take time to think about why you are widening, then how do you ever address it? Thank you for that. Yes, a certain way. You have to know there's a certain way you're going to have to eat, a certain way you're going to have to drink, a certain way you're going to have to move, a certain way you're going to have to think in order to release poundage. When you are not in alignment with those four components, you're only going to get so much growth. Ha! But we're the best thing growing. So shouldn't we be growing exponentially? We shouldn't be stopping and starting because we're expanding, ever expanding, no limitation, nothing is withheld, nothing is preventing us unless we do not get these thoughts, these behaviors, the beliefs and practices all in alignment. Hashtag alignment. Hashtag alignment wherever you are. Welcome to all of you. In order to accomplish what it is you would like to accomplish, many of you want to have a business that is growing and increasing in income, but it has to be done in a certain way. You have to behave in a certain way to attract clients that are going to trust you and see the value in you, and then going to allow you to grow your business as a result of that. If you as an employee are not taking that role seriously, your thoughts behind employees are that this is a waste of your time, I don't want to be here, I'm tired of this, then that's where the challenges comes in at. What you think will affect where you go. What you believe affects what you will allow. Your discipline has to be there along with your commitment. I know discipline is a naughty word for some of us, but our daily habits have to require us to have commitment, discipline, alignment of our thoughts and beliefs so we can get moving and closer to where we want to be. Alignment. So if your alignment looks like this, I'm saying that I want to release weight. I'm saying that I want to grow my business. I'm saying I want a relationship. I'm saying that I'm going to start a business, but my thoughts are saying I got bad credit. Nobody's ever had a business that's been successful. Nobody's going to spend any money because there's so much uncertainty. I can't believe that people are still trying to open up businesses during this time. If you've had any of those thoughts or any type of relationship to those thoughts, okay, then that's where it's going to show up. And it doesn't happen overnight. This is no judgment, no harm, no foul. Trust me when I say this. I'm sharing with you, family, tonight because I want you to understand the time is now. It may not be a shiny ball when it comes. You may have to get into the dungeons and you may have to cry, snot, get dirt up under your nails. You may have to bang your hand against the wall as you are developing your daily habits and rituals. Because once you develop rituals and habits that are aligned with your thoughts and your beliefs for your vision, purpose, and goal, then it becomes much more easier to be productive. You gain more greater strategies that you can implement with integrity. You begin to be able to have better control of your day, and you spend less time racing around and trying to convince and more time being. Ooh, hashtag being. Being is an active state of verb. It is a state of. If you tell me you are an entrepreneur, you must evolve into the state of being an entrepreneur and then evolve into a business owner. Absolutely, positively, so it is. There is an evolvement. Remember, I said we're evolving into our perfection, and evolving in our perfection requires us to master our thoughts, master our existence, master our contributions, master our content, master our knowings, master our daily schedule, master our conversations and our time, and master our first greatest asset, which is ourselves. Because until we can control this, everything else is just surface level. I like to share with people the Wallace Wydell, he says in a certain way. But as I started getting more engaged in mindset, I came across Mr. Derek Bell, I believe his last name is Derek Mills, excuse me, Derek Mills. And Derek Mills is out of London. He also was a part of Think and Grow Rich Legacy. And Derek talks about creating daily standards that he began to implement. And his story goes something like this. He was working in a company. He would leave his house at 6 a.m., get back at 10 p.m. He was at the office all that time. And so one night at 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night, the security guard came through and asked him how long would he be there. He told him to give him a few minutes more. So you see, he was preventing the guy from doing his job. So he told the man he needed a few more minutes more, and he kept looking for files and people he could call to make some more sales to meet his quota. And the guard came back and asked him a simple question and said, "What time did you come in this morning?" And he said that it was at that moment that he realized that he leaves his house every morning at 6 a.m. He's in the office by 7. He's leaving at 9 and 10 o'clock at night, and he's not getting home until 11. And as a result of that, he's not spending time with his family. He's not taking care of himself by getting enough sleep. He's unable to focus 100% because he's lacking sleep. He's got issues with his family, and there's not much more that can be done. So when Derek talks about creating a daily standard, he talks about how once he begins to have his daily standards of waking up at a certain time and exercising and spending time at the breakfast table and being able to drive to work, he said within the first 2 years of him creating a daily standard of starting time and an ending time at work, that when he was at work, he focused solely on work. He got better organized. He began to prioritize, value the things that mattered to him first. He ended up moving to part-time, making more money than he was making working full-time. He moved from being number 2,800 in a company of 3,000 to number 12. See, you all are thinking that it takes an overnight success. You're thinking that it's going to create you some type of havoc, that it's going to destroy who you are. It's going to make you rigid. You should have borders. You should have control of your space that you exist in. And what better way to do that? How many of you, just type a 1 if you've ever gone to work late? Have you ever gone to work or to your office late? I know I can type a 1 in that comment. I've been there late before. Or how many of you have gotten there just in time? You're supposed to be there at 7. You got there right at 6:59 or 7 o'clock. If that's you, it's because you are fighting and resisting developing a standard, a daily habit and ritual that allows you to take care of you first, then go and serve others. Type that, hashtag serve others. Yes. If you've ever been late, type a 1 and then come behind that and just say hashtag, better yet, let's just say hashtag serve. Hashtag serve. Because if you have a daily standard that allows you to wake up a couple of minutes early before your children wake up, before your mate wakes up, before you got to walk the dog, before you have to make the phone calls, before you have to get into traffic. If you can take some time before that to know what your day is going to look like, that you can control it, then you are now serving you, which means your ego, your fight or flight mode, is going to begin to speak and say, hey, I like this day because I know what's coming and I'm controlling it. Because that's what our ego is here for, to protect us. Fight or flight. Absolutely. But when we are not in control, with quotations, when we are not allowing and accepting that we want to be service to, that we want to share our greatness and experience it too, we want to benefit from all the knowings, all the knowledge, all the connections too, then our body starts resisting. We get tired. We late to work. We don't want to call the client. We don't want to make the calls. We want to watch the TV instead of going back and looking at our numbers for our business. Those of us that are in business. We don't want to go, we don't want to meet up with our friends because that means we got to spend money, and money is not the best right now. So therefore, I'm going to deny it. Yes? So our daily rituals and habits have to be set by us, and they have to be set with realistic goals and commitment levels. So it might look something like this. You wake up in the morning a little bit earlier, and you're going to do the first thing. The first thing you're going to write, can somebody be my scribe tonight? I see a couple people in here, be my scribe. Number one, you want to take time out for gratitude. Every day, you want to take some time out for gratitude. And it doesn't mean you have to do anything great, and it doesn't mean you have to add anything extra. It could be simply just a sentence. I am so happy and so grateful just to be here another day. I am so happy and so grateful that the sun is out. I am so happy and so grateful that my children and my family are okay. I'm so happy and grateful that I can see today. Whatever that is, however you want to do it, but have a moment of gratitude. Have a moment of gratitude. Next, after you have a moment of gratitude, get your body, thank your body. Get into movement and relationship with your body. Do a couple of stretches. Do a couple of a glass of water and a couple of stretches to get your body wound up and ready to begin to serve you all day as you are serving others. Number two, get into movement with your body. Number two, get into movement with your body. I think I'm going to make the water be number three. I have them together, but I'm going to have you to drink some water. And it's better for you not to drink cold water, but just room temperature water, just enough to get your body going so you can eliminate and do whatever else you got to do. Okay? Yes. Do some stretches. Do some stretches. Right? So number one is take some gratitude. Number two, get up in the morning and thank your body. Do some stretches, drink some water. Get your body ready to serve you and to serve others. Did y'all know your body is serving you? We walk, we run on it, we sit on it, we slam it into desks with our knees. If you're like me, you keep hitting your knee on the desk, right? This is the opportunity for you to grow. So number three, so after you get all that done, you want to have some time to plan out your day. Plan out your day. Look and see, go through your emails briefly, looking only for things that relate to your goals and purpose. Right? You're looking for appointments. You're looking for classes you have to take. You're looking for emails from clients or from, people that you work with. You want to look for things that are key. Go through your email, identifying what it is. Create your day. Create your day. I usually have it at my desk, but I don't. So I think I moved it so that I wouldn't keep knocking it over. But those of you that work with me and coach with me or in my mentor program, you know I show you my process. I break it up into 15-minute increments, but I label out every morning. I know that I'm going to be on the sales call with Grant's office. I know that every morning. I know that every morning if I get done with myself, I'm going to get on my sales call to remind myself of how to be proactive and aligned and successful in doing sales call, because every business, every employee sells. Either you're selling what they're already being sold by somebody else, but you're reinforcing that sale. So everyone sells. You sell yourself when you're dating. You sell yourself to your children to give them and to get them into align with what you want them to do. Okay. So plan out your day. Looking at emails related to your goals and purposes that you have set, your classes, your clients, create your day and know what it is. Know what's coming. You got a doctor's appointment, put it in there. I like to use a calendar. I make everybody make an appointment in my calendar. I don't care who you are. And if it's my personal stuff, I still go back and put it in there because I don't want a conflict. And so naturally, my alarm and my computer is going to give me a little reminder, but I also have my calendar sitting right on the side of me, and I can look down and say, okay, today at 10 o'clock, I have a call. I also schedule me a nap. I schedule me a midday nap because I'm up at 4:45 every morning. So by 1 o'clock, I need to rest. It's okay to schedule some time. So once we have these four things, once you're done planning your day, write a goal for the day. Write the goal. What is your goal? And it doesn't have to be the goal just for that day. It could be the goal that you have for yourself. Hey, I'm going to buy me a house in 6 months. I'm going to get me a new car. I'm going to, be into open myself up to date. I'm going to call 5 clients every day. I'm going to find five prospects every day. I'm going to attend a new networking group. Whatever that goal is for you, I'm going to put myself on national television. I'm going to write me a book. Whatever that is, that goal. And then you make sure you go back to your schedule, your planned schedule, and you put that on that day that you can give yourself some time. Remember, I said it's in 15-minute increments. It seems like micromanaging, but it really isn't. Some things are going to take more than 15 minutes. That's okay. You just block it out. Block out the whole hour. It's okay. It's your calendar. You have control. You have control. Right? Whatever that is for you, you need to get into the action for that. So we're going to go a little longer today because I want to make sure you get all this. Okay. So once you get that goals written down every day, and guess what's going to happen when you get ready to go to bed? You're going to do the same thing you did in the morning. You're going to take you a shower. You're going to wind yourself down, maybe with some meditation, whatever. This is after the wine. This is after whatever else you've done. When you get to yourself again, take some time out again. I say minimum 30 minutes. And just take your time out and reflect about your day. Number 6, reflect about your day. What did you meet your goal? Did you do anything towards your goal? Did you keep your schedule? Did you call 3 clients out of 5? So maybe tomorrow, your goal tonight, when you're writing it down tonight and you're reflecting, you may add that goal back to your calendar at night. That's what I'm saying. The way you start your day and the way you end your day should match because you control that. You control the beginning and the start of your day. And it also means that you're going to get disciplined, which means you're going to force people around you to become more disciplined and to value your choices to have a daily habit and ritual. Yeah. Y'all still with me? Hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here if you're still with me. Because many of us have habits that allow us to procrastinate. Many of us have habits that allow us to hide. Many of us have habits that allow us to ignore. Many of us have habits that allow us to do no action. Or maybe you're one of those people that are very busy looking, but not a lot of productivity, meaning that you're not accomplishing a lot. Okay. Write about it. Think about it. This is your life. Your life requires you to fine tune. And this is some of the fine tuning that you can do. Okay. This is about you controlling who you are, why you are who you are, and why is it so important. Time is out for just willy-nilly stuff. This is still a 4 year. This year is pushing people. It's pushing people to know what they believe. It's pushing people to know what they want to do. It's forcing people to either get busy or not. Yeah. It's about structural organization, to work hard, to pursue your passion, to get organized, to release those things that are not serving you. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. Absolutely, positively. I see y'all over there on Periscope. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for the hearts and thank you for the comments. Thank you, everyone who is commenting and participating. These daily habits, these 6 steps that we just talked about, they can be accomplished, and it will increase your commitment level to the things you want. You know how sometimes it seems like you've done absolutely nothing all day. This will guarantee that you will have 2 times where you can say you accomplished something, that you kept your word to yourself. It's not even about anyone else. This is about you. You don't need anyone else to do that. And again, those of you that want to know more, get a copy of the Science of Getting Rich e-copy. I can give that to you in your email if you put a 2 in the comments, in the comments, and I will get it back. Or just drop me a quick note at marian@afluentspeaks.com. Absolutely, positively. So when you are progressing toward that higher level of evolvement into your perfection, why not start with your day? You can control that. And yes, it's going to take time. You may be only to get up 15 minutes earlier. Yes. Yes, it's time is out. You know, that's my word, willy-nilly. Yes, absolutely. Time is out. It's time for you to do things in a certain way. And when you do things in a certain way, you can tell when things are missing versus just all over the place. You have to know your products and service in your mind. You got to know, how does it flow? You got to know that if someone comes to you and they want what you are selling, you got to know, do you give them the super size or do you give them the regular size? Hey, Marilyn, you have to know that what your choices are. Your choices are based upon what you value and what you prioritize. Your daily rituals and standards should reflect that. And this is new for a lot of us. It was new for me. But I'll tell you something. I saw my company increase. I'm telling you, I saw my company go from making low 5 figures to jump into mid 6 figures. I saw myself feel more confident every time I opened my mouth. I saw myself feeling more free to control my day. Even when I was still working a job as a paralorpreneur, even when I was still at the university teaching and all that, I was still okay because I knew that I controlled my day. So it was okay for me to serve others because I chose my day. I chose to work outside of my business. I chose that. And I chose to do it in a way that supported me going forward. So I knew every day I was going to get up. I knew that every night before I went down, I was going to release all of that negative things, all those conversations that were, downtrodden and preventing me from having what I wanted. I let it go at night because I had a daily standard. I didn't allow that conversation to get into bed with me and wake up with me the next day. I guess I could add number 7. Number 7, I also want you to think about forgiveness. Forgiveness allows you already know, it allows you to be so free. It allows you to be so free. It allows you to expand beyond the possibilities that you ever imagined. When you can understand the power that you hold within you, nothing else matters. And so you forgive the errors and you adjust and you dismiss the conversations with forgiveness, and you know that who you are and what you are is so powerful, so needed. You are in the right place at the right time. Everything that you've ever visioned for yourself is for you. There is not a clock that says it's over. There's no buzzer that says it's over until you have ceased to be on this physical plane. Then you got a whole nother realm you got to deal with. You got things to do. Absolutely, positively. Hey there, Eugene. So if we are going to harness that newness, that oneness that exists within us, and we're going to maximize our life, we're going to maximize our contributions to other people, I'm inviting you to consider just try it out for 7 days. 7 days. That's all I'm asking you to do. That's going to give you 14 opportunities. 14 opportunities in 7 days to try out having daily habits and rituals. And watch and see, won't people change the way they deal with you? You'll see how you have more clarity about who it is and what your message is. You'll understand your content better. You'll be able to support your clients and those that you serve, whether it's on your career or it's in your business. You will understand the power, because now you're not just grabbing for everything. You are succinctly focused. There it is. Hashtag focus. Hashtags focus, focus, focus. What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on just being seen? Or are you focused on making impact? As they say, leaving a mark. Unforgettable. Nat King Cole. I saw Kathy Blaze on here. Right? That song. Reminding yourself to dive deeper into controlling that which you can. You can control your time. You can control your spaces. Even if you're in a space that is not yours, escape into the deep depths of your mind. Allow your conscious mind to draw in for you that which you desire. And that begins with you knowing first and foremost what that is. Even if you don't know specifically, if you say, hey, I just know there's more. Like me, 10 years ago, it came. I know there's more. Excuse me, actually 12 years ago. This is 2020. 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I know there's more. That's what I got. I know there's more. In my worst time, when I lost everything, spouse, house, vehicles, career, I had to make a decision. And what I heard when I was laying in the depths of my quote unquote misery is what I heard from within me. It said, there is more. Get up. Other people's perceptions are not your reality. Other people's perceptions are not your reality. There is more. The objective is to grow and expand like an exponent. That's exactly what I heard. And so I remind you of that today. You are still able to expand. You're never too old. There is not a buzzer. There is not a clock that's going to negate you from being able to move forward. Create your daily standards. Create a habit by which you honor this vessel that you are. Create a daily standard and ritual that honors the vision that you've been given, allows the purpose to come forth. Allow us to walk together in harmonic existence. This has been the Thursday Night Thought. I am Dr. Marion Sister Afua. Our company is called Exponential Existence. We are here serving you every day to help you master yourself personally, as well as develop yourself in a business if that's what you desire. Thanks for joining me here tonight. And remember that when things begin to cloud your way and make you feel like you just can't go on, stop, scream out nice and loud. That's not my reality. And know that it's only a bad dream until you start to believe. Thank you all for joining me. Remember to share this out with 5 friends. Those of you that mark 2 in the comments, I will send you I'll contact you later to make sure if I don't have your email, You want to go to exponentialexistence.com/connect. All it's going to do is just make sure I have your email, and in the comments, just put in there that you would like a copy of the book, or put a number 2 and I'll know. Thanks for joining me. See y'all again real soon. Good night.